seeing this video or you came across my video, that means you are looking to get a puppy, and these are the things you need to know before you get a puppy. So first of all, you need to know the reason why you want to get a puppy. Are you getting it as a companion, or you are looking to breed it and sell out the litters, or you just need a companion, someone to be with you since you are lonely or something like that? So you need to know the reason why you are getting this puppy before you get this puppy. Another thing we need to look at is the type of breed. Now, if you're staying in a small apartment, you would want to go for a smaller breed of dog that do not grow too big, something that is home friendly, like to a small apartment. Then if you have a bigger space, you can decide to go for either a bigger dog, a smaller dog, or maybe 1 or 3 or 4 dogs, now depending on your space. I feel like your space actually matters a lot, because you can have a big dog in a very small space. It will just not be so comfortable for the both of you. But everything still depends on you and what you want. You can tell me what you think in the comment section. Now, moving forward, another thing you want to know before you get a dog is the essentials, the things you need to get for this dog. I feel like you actually need to buy these things before your dog comes or your puppy comes, because it's just save you the stress of seeing your puppy sleep on the floor or somewhere very uncomfortable, when you could have just done these things before you brought your puppy home. Now, another thing you would want to get, these are like the puppy essentials, I listed them out, has to be like the crates. If you're going to be crate training your dog on a bed, you need a bed too. You need shampoo, you need toothpaste and brush, you need wipes, and you need toys, because these creatures just love to play around. So you need toys. You need to know, are you going to be potty training them outside your house or inside? I feel like for puppies, since they're just coming, you're going to like want to use a potty pad. Then with time you transition to either going outside or using a fresh patch. Now that all depends on you. Another thing is you have to invest in is their feeding bowls, their drinking can, the leash or the harness. These are like important things you need to know before you get a puppy, and you have to get these things. I just feel like it's just better you get them before your puppy arrives. Now, over to their food. Now, you need to know before you get a puppy, what kind of food do you want to feed your puppy? Do you want to go for kibbles or homemade food? Now, homemade food, that means like you are the one preparing their food. You need to know this ingredient is not good, this is not bad, this is okay for your puppy. Then you can go for that. Or do you want to mix both? I feel like I see people that actually do the both of them. So you need to know that too, like what you're going to be feeding your puppy, and actually have a list of things that you can actually feed your puppy if you want to do homemade meals. So you can feed your puppy potatoes, rice, yam, broccoli, beef, turkey, eggs, duck meat, and pumpkin. And these are the things that are not just good for your puppy, like chocolate, grape, onion, pepper, salt, and yeast. You just need to do a lot more research before you get a puppy. It's just best, because from what I've seen, if you feed your dogs homemade food, they tend to live longer than the actual time they're supposed to spend with us. So it's just best you opt for homemade, because these kibbles have some kibbles, in fact most kibbles actually have preservatives that are not actually healthy for your puppy or your dogs at the long run. So over to the next one. Another thing that we'll be looking at is potty training and crate training. For a puppy that is just coming, you would want to start with potty pad and like putting it in front of their crate or in front of their little apartment, and then training them to come out and pee over there. And for crate training, you want them to feel like that is their safest place. So I believe you need to know that, okay, you're supposed to do this earlier on before they start like messing up the whole place. So you understand that part. Now the next thing is touching them around their body. Now you have to touch them in their ears, their hands, their legs, their foot. Just touch around their sensitive parts so that they know that, okay, this is okay and it's not something they should be scared of, and so that when grooming it will be easier for the groomers, because some puppies tend to become very aggressive because they don't get touched at some particular places. So this is this for this one. Now another thing you should know is grooming your pets, grooming your puppy, grooming your dog. Now, I don't think this is something that is new to you, especially since you're thinking of getting a puppy or a dog. You've definitely come across this a lot more than now. Now, it depends on the breed of the dog that you are getting. You need to know how frequent you should bathe them. Otherwise, you can just use wipes to clean their body and spray them their perfume, and they are good to go. Now, you should be very careful on how your dog is, the kind of breed you are going for, so that they don't get matted. You know how expensive it is to groom a matted dog, and I feel this grooming thing, you can actually do it yourself if you are able to brush out your puppy or your dog's hair every single day. That's if you are going for a full breed, a breed that has a lot of hair. Otherwise, you can just brush your dog's hair every other day. This is this one for this. Another thing is sound. Introducing them to sound early. Do you get introduce them to sound early, like cries of baby, fireworks, so that they don't get scared when they experience this thing outside, because you do not know the exact time they'll be experiencing these sounds. So it's okay and it's best to familiarize them with sounds on time. Socialize your dogs or your puppy on time. I get that you can't actually take them out when they are not yet vaccinated. Yes, you can't take them out to play or meet with other dogs when they are not fully vaccinated, but you can carry them or invest in what's it called, strollers for pets. Let them get used to some sounds, some people, so that when they are fully vaccinated, these things will not become strange and new to them, so they can get comfortable around strangers, people, babies, and other dogs. This is something you need to do getting a new dog. Another thing is routine. Dogs thrive on routine, so you should try and get a particular routine, a time when they wake up, time when you feed them, time when you guys play, when you train, when you potty train, when you crate train, things like that. They actually thrive on training and routine, so it's best you like have a fixed routine for your dog or your puppy. Another thing, which is the last but not the least and the most important, make sure your pet or your puppy is fully vaccinated. I cannot emphasize on this one enough. Please vaccinate your puppy or your dogs on time. This actually prevents them from getting some disease or sickness like that. So please, with everything I've said, these are like the basic things you need to know before getting a puppy. And if you want to know more, please like, follow and subscribe and tell me what you want to know, and I'll make a video for you on it. Thanks for watching. See you guys on my next video.